Ladies and gents, welcome back to London for the UK Qualifying Cup presented by Gfinity. Mark, we've just seen a goose on stream, but that is not the biggest news coming out of the bracket. Next up, we're going to see Epsilon taking on Excel, but Excel have just knocked out favourites for the final in Fused.
Yeah, Team Infused made a change yesterday.
Yeah.
Not a good performance last weekend, and now they have been knocked out by this newly formed Excel team who we saw earlier in the tournament. So that's Chalky, Blackjack, Ramirez, and Two Foxy out, crashing out of the bracket.
In the quarterfinals as well. That is really, really poor. I mean, to call a spade, this is
not
a team
good enough.
That should be qualifying for Worlds, and they're getting knocked out in the round of 16.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
The quarterfinals. I apologise. I lost myself for a moment there. But that's not to take anything away from Excel. This new Excel team, Lunny, Havoc, Godshot and Snaky, they've seemed to be, they benefited from this whole team change hurricane that went down. Infused, clearly, things aren't going so well for them. And might I remind you picked them to win this qualifying cup, Mark?
Yeah.
Can I remind you of that? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah? How's that working out for you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not great.
No?
Not great.
Should we move on?
I'll have a word with them later. They've made me look very silly.
They have.
But massive props.
No, don't move on.
To Excel, who I'm going to speak about now because we need to.
You said Infused. We're going to win the whole
yeah,
thing, Mark.
I mean, I was hoping they'd come back from their disappointing performance. They made a team change. They brought in a good player, but it just hasn't worked. So let's have a look at the maps of this series.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
So we're going into a best of 5 here in the semi-finals. Epsilon taking on Excel. I'm sure that's going to get confusing, Mark. They're quite similar names. But game number 1, Coliseum Capture the Flag. First time seeing this on stream so far this cup. What do you make of that one?
Looking forward to seeing the sniper in action, possibly in the hands of Snipe Drone. I mean, we've seen him absolutely destroy, and then Snaky. That's definitely a battle to look out for in this game. And then obviously we're off to Empire for a bit of Team Slayer.
Yeah. So after Empire Team Slayer in game number 2, we're going to be seeing Breakout for the first time this broadcast. Altitude Breakout. Looking forward to that one. Then games 4 and 5, if needed, will be Eden Strongholds and the Rig Team Slayer. We are still waiting for the teams to get into the game. So bear with us. You're going to hear us flap our gum for a little while. I know, Twitch chats, they don't like us talking. They just want to see some Halo, but trust us, it'll be worth it. We saw a goose on stream.
What else could you want?
We saw a goose in a Slayer. I mean, if it's a breakout goose, fair enough. If it was like...
You've changed your tune.
If it was like a Strongholds game that was like 100-0, even then, I don't know. Goose is a goose, man.
Do you know what? I think we need to leave it now. I feel sorry enough for the poor guy. Let's move on. Let's have a look at...
He did get a tweet from the official HWC Twitter,
yeah.
And they said, look, it happens to the best of us. It doesn't. The best don't goose. Ads, you should feel bad about yourself. I bigged you up. You let me down. I'm so disappointed in you. Anyway.
Well, there's Harry just absolutely burying people again. But we'll move on. Let's have a look at the teams. Obviously, Epsilon. Both of the Buck brothers, synonymous around the world for their Halo skills.
20 and 57,
Throw in Halo 3, 57 and 20. And then we've got Jimbo, the self-proclaimed ground pound king.
The young god of EU Halo.
And then we've got Snipe Drone, coolest guy in the world. Cool customer.
Really cool. He
goes around killing things.
Customer. He reminds me of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah? You know his personality kind of like Jim Carrey-ish?
A little bit.
Kind of?
Kind
so
of.
yeah, that's going to be Epsilon. If you don't know Epsilon by now, they are pretty much, well, at the moment, the UK and potentially Europe's best hope of having success at the World Champs in 2016. So get to know these names. Buck 20, Buck 57, Snipe Drone, and Jim Bossity. And then on the other side, we have XL.
We do, and we have Havoc, Lunny,
yeah,
Snaky, and Godshot.
Yeah, and this is going to be the real test for them, as the spectate button has just popped up, so we're just a minute away from the action. This is going to be the real test for them. We saw them earlier against the IRL Kings, pretty much steamrolled them. It wasn't very much a competition.
No.
This is going to be the real test for them. It's a best of 5, so they're going to get some good big game experience under their belts. And let's see if they can take it to Epsilon. We've already seen some upsets so far.
First map, I know my predictions have been absolutely horrendous so far.
They have. He said Infused were going to win. Who does that? Not me.
It's easy when you get it right.
I know.
I'm going to call Excel to take the first game purely based on the momentum from the last series. Okay. They're going to be on such a high right now. They have just knocked out Infused.
With great highs come great lows, though, Mark. If they do lose game number 1, it could be curtains for them early on. So we are going to jump into the game. It is going to be Coliseum Capture the Flag. And, of course, you know both teams are going to be looking for those rockets. And both teams, especially Snaky and Snipe Drone, are going to be looking for that sniper rifle mark.
Yeah, they're going to be battling it out for the weapons on this map. And first 3 caps, as we know, and it'll be interesting to see. I really want to see the battle, the sniper battle between those 2 players. But I think a player like Jimbo on this map, with his map movement, he's absolutely fantastic at using the Spartan abilities to get around the map and quickly find himself in the base and be a real annoyance to the Excel team.
Yeah, and I tell you what, on that note, I'm going to start things off with Jimbo, and check it out. He's right there on our screen, Mark. How convenient is that? So him and Swenny are going to be the duo, trying to get the rocket launchers straight off the bat. It is a best of 5 here in the semi-finals of the first UK qualifying cup for the Halo World Championships 2016. So Epsilon, early aggression from him. Havoc here, having to play passive, will win the assault rifle duel against Jimbo there. Of course, both players invited out to Seattle for the launch event out there, and it's going to be Lunny the man, the diamond in the rough, as you so proclaimed, Mark, with the rocket launcher early on for Excel.
Yeah, and he's going to find Buck 20 in the cave here. Oh, and he disappears off the map. A little bit of a skydive from there from Buck 20. It seems like anyone we're hyping up today is not performing. But yeah, we're going to see Lunny here with the rocket launcher, takes down another player. That's 57 down now, and they're managing to clean their base out, and that should be a return for Lunny. Great play with those rockets, nice patient play, and definitely helped out by Buck 20 deciding to go skydiving.
Yeah, that is going to ease the nerves there for Lunny. Of course, quite an inexperienced player. It's going to be his first time in a big occasion like this, but in the kill feed, I'm seeing Snipe Drone with the sniper, although he's just taken down. So, you know what? Let's go back to Lunny. He's going to be the man to pull the Epsilon flag just over a minute into this game. Very fast-paced action, as Lunny's going to be taken down by the young god, Jimbosity.
And Jimbo looking to grab this BR. He's going to push this snipe side of the map with his teammate here. He's going to look to just push in, get a little bit of control, maybe pick up a few kills. Finds Lunny in front of him, but Lunny again taking him down. And I've been so impressed with Lunny so far, really showing that he belongs in the top tier of European players.
Yeah, he's really, to win that battle against Jimbo, when Jimbo had the superior weaponry in the battle rifle, that's definitely going to ease the nerves, and that's going to settle Lunny into this semi-final against Epsilon. And now Excel Snaky's the man with the scatter shot. We know how OP this weapon is. And Snaky's going to put him to, Snaky's going to put Buck 20 to bed as we swap over to the Excel side with Havoc, who's going to be the man to pick up the long-range DMR just about 2 minutes into the game. Both teams still just feeling each other out right now. The aggression seems to be coming from Epsilon at the moment, as Havoc and his teammate are pinned down in this base, and they are the last 2 alive. 57 comes flying in. Good teamwork there from the 2 Liams, Havoc and Godshot. And that will quell the danger for now.
And as we see the wonderful little AR skin there from the cartographer's gift that obviously Havoc's been lucky enough to pick up. Ooh. But he's eventually taken down. I think that was 3 dead there for the Excel side, and it's going to be Jimbo in the base looking to pull this flag out for Epsilon as Godshot pushes across the bottom of the map, trying to flank into that base to make sure that he can get a return for his squad. But Jimbo here, he's eventually taken down by Snaky. It's Godshot in position now. He's the big player here for this Excel side as Snaky goes in, trying to pick up the return. It still isn't returned. Snipe Drone picking him up. 57 has the rockets in the base, but that is great shots from Godshot. Picks up the double kill, and that's going to be a return, I believe, for the Excel side. Yeah,
it was again the duo that we highlighted from last weekend, Godshot and Snaky, putting an absolute show on there to get that recover. Yes, Snaky went down. Lunny was in there as well. But Epsilon are already running another flag here, and it looks as if with kills from Snipe Drone in the kill feed, that's going to be pretty much uncontested. There you go, a stealth capture there from 57, not even seen by the XL squad. Great long-range shots there from Lunny, though. This game certainly is not over, and I feel like there's going to be a few more twists in the tail yet to come, Mark.
And one thing that was perfect from Epsilon that we expect when they're playing well is one of the bucks with an objective, Snipe Drone, all of a sudden picking up kills in the kill feed. Usually that works for him, and as we saw there, exactly what happened, and they were able to secure that first cap. As we jump on board with Snipe Drone now, and he's going to be looking to take on Godshot here. He takes down Snaky with a nade actually in the background, manages to put Godshot one shot. He's going to be looking to clean that kill up. Can't find him. Eventually finds him sneaking around bottom mid. That's going to be another kill for Epsilon as he pushes him on his base, finds the DMR in his pocket, which is going to be great for long range shots. And is that kill been cleaned up, or is he just manages to clean it up now? If he can maybe take down Lunny, there's an opportunity for a pull, but he is shut down, and that's going to be the end of this Epsilon push. Yeah, it was 20 and Snipe Drone there trying to push into the base. Couldn't quite make it happen as Jimbo will pick himself up a double kill. But check it out, 57 with the rockets. Only one XL player to find at the moment, and that will be Lunny.
And there he is with the player outlines. All of the XL players are currently in the base, so 57 has a fair few players to find with these rockets. Will take down Havoc quite easily there. There's another player to find. Not quite sure if there was actually a player there. There was. It is Godshot. But Snaky will help him take down 57. I'll tell you what, this could be a potential run opportunity here for XL.
And Lunny's going to be the player who's going to be looking to sneak into that base, but we can see Snipe Drone on the outlines there and finds the entire Epsilon squad in front of him. Really not what you want to find, but when you throw a spiderweb tangerine at him and take him down, I mean, it doesn't really matter how many players are in front of you, but it just seems Epsilon are getting caught in their base a little bit here. If they can just stay alive here, I think that's Liam Peck pushing in, aka Havoc, and he's managing to pull that flag. And Lunny eventually taken out. I'm not sure how they managed to get away with that, Epsilon. They got caught in the base. Went down a few kills, but they weren't quite able to take advantage of the situation, and Epsilon came back strong.
No, it was actually a big play there from 57. Just posted up in his own base, like you said, Mark. Managed to get his team a double kill and managed to get the recover there, quelling the XL push. XL not quite aggressive enough in that scenario, and this man, last weekend, I called it. He was my MVP from last weekend. 57 was just great to watch. He was like the 57 of old. He put on one of his best performances. He'll take down Lunny with a long-range grenade as we swap over to his teammate Snipe Drone. He could get turned on there from Snaky, but it's going to be Buck20 there with the flag to help him out. And this could be another cap here from Epsilon, but first 20 has to take down Havoc. Gets help from his twin brother, 57. It's going to be Godshot up against 57. Can't quite take him down there. 57 in the end. He's going down, but no, Jimbo
the ground pound
the
king.
Ground pound on Lunny. And that is why he's the young god of EU Halo. Jimbo, take a bow, my friend.
And as he calls himself, the ground pound king, showing us why he calls himself just that. Flying through the air, using those Spartan abilities to take down the player, and Jimbo really putting on a bit of a show for us here as we jump on board with Godshot, who's found himself a sniper.
Yeah, he has a lot of ammo to play with as well, but Snipe Drone there with the rockets will take down a Godshot. Not too sure if Epsilon are too aware of this sniper at the moment, and it's going to be Buck20. I'm seeing Snipe Drone there with a rocket launcher, but Dudix20 with the sniper, he'll go down. Bit of a curse of the caster going on. Everyone we flick to is dead, so let's swap over to Godshot. He feels the pressure from the tower side, the sniper tower side of the map. He's going to see Jimbo there, who is already weak. Can't quite clean him up. 5 minutes left for XL to get a capture.
And little things like that from Jimbo, managing to stay alive in that situation where they really would have hoped to clean him up. He was in front of the base, but used that boost just to get to bottom snipe and stay alive. And all of a sudden, you'll see here, 57 managing to flank into the base. All because of Jimbo staying alive. Epsilon were able to push up and get map control, and we find Jimbo now with the flag out. Looks for Lunny. Can he take him down? Great kill from Jimbo, and you cannot love this play more from Jimbo. Huge plays from the ground pound king, and he's going to put in this second flag. Fantastic stuff from Jimbo.
Absolutely perfect. Didn't even know he had the flag until it was halfway across the map. Whipped out the scatter shot, as he took down Lunny and then put the cap in. Fairly simple work there for Jimbo. And now it's Snaky and the squad. They have a lot of work left to do. They have 4 minutes and 15 to at least tie this game to ensure game 1 is still up for contention. But at the moment, Buck20 and crew are looking pretty good for their 2-0 lead mark.
They are indeed, as we saw Buck20 putting shots on there. 57 cleaning up the kill, but a couple of kills going down to the Excel side, but 20's found himself a rocket launcher. 4 kills potential here. Takes down, oh no, he doesn't actually. Snaky managed to stay alive there and almost take him down. Does take him down. Snaky with a huge kill on Buck20 there. And that could be the sort of catalyst of the game that the side are looking for. If they can just pick up a few more kills, get control of those rockets, they could have the potential to get themselves a cap and get back into this game.
It's the difference between the two teams, Mark. Every time, XL try and mount a push over this snipe side, Epsilon just seem to get the correct trades, and it just seems to work out for them, whereas whenever Epsilon move, XL can't quite do the same. 3:20 left in the game. Jimbo and squad, as we said before, 2-0 up in the game. The kill feed is certainly in favour of XL at the moment, and here's where the aggression needs to start. Coming from the XL side, and Snaky here trying to find that last Epsilon member alive. But again, it's like I said, they're still trying to find that last Epsilon player. 57 finally goes down, but by that time, Jimbo has already spawned, but Snaky happy to turn on him, gets the double there, and he's looking for more. Now the aggression's coming from XL. This is a lot better, and now they need to try and find some spawners. But again, it's Buck20 on the spawn. We'll take down 2. Almost makes it 3, Mark.
Great play from Buck20 there. It was a great play from Snaky initially, but a triple kill for Buck20. He has absolutely turned it on recently. He played great last weekend. That's a triple kill. Map control, he's going to be looking to... Will he leave that player? He did. Great gun control, as you call it. Just deciding to pick up the flag instead of getting engaged in a battle. But Havoc does a great job in taking him down. And that's going to shut down that push from Epsilon. As Havoc now, he's going to be the one pushing up. He's going to be looking to take down Jimbo on this street with the BR. Misses a few shots and he's cleaned up. And it just seems like Epsilon's communication is just on point at the moment. Every time the kill is started, it is finished by another member. That's not quite what we're seeing from this the Excel side. Maybe that's just a sign of the new players not quite gelling yet.
Yeah, Excel just seems to... They're getting kills, Mark. They seem to be getting kills, but nothing seems to come of it. There seems to be no map control, and any time they move into the base, but again, I mean, just so I'm saying this, Mark, Epsilon have taken down 3, and the flag is already on the move. It's going to be 57, if I can find it. But I'll tell you what, his twin brother's got a sniper, so we'll watch this for a little while. As this will be the last flag of the game. If Epsilon can secure it, and it looks like 57 will not even be touched, although we did see Havoc there for a brief moment with rockets in his base. And Epsilon's flag is out. That's going to be Havoc to take down 57. Havoc goes down as well. Potential recovery opportunity there, but it's Lunny, the new man on the scene, running the flag, securing it so that Epsilon can't put the flag in, Mark.
Now, if you're Lunny here, that he did a fantastic job of getting into the base and just making sure he got that flag as far away from the Epsilon base as he could to give his team a chance to respawn and then push in and get the return himself. Themselves. So, Lunny's great play there. As I say, he's the new player on this team. He is the diamond in the rough, as we called him so far, and he's showing so far that he belongs on this team, and he's really pulling his weight and doing a great job.
Tell you what though, Mark, as long as this timer is ticking down, Epsilon are more than happy because it's less time for Excel to get 2 caps on the board in game number 1 of this semi-final. Lunny is pretty much uncontested. It's Jimbo, the man who's got a few players to contend with. Unfortunately, can't take down the second player in Snakey. Snipe Drone will do so. This timer is still ticking down. Snipe Drone will corral the flag. It looks as if 20's there to clean up, and again, Epsilon more than happy to just run down this clock. 33 seconds left in the game, and time's running out for Excel.
Yeah, Epsilon just happy to just bide the time here. They know that Excel are going to have to extend here to try and push and get a return, but 20 seconds left is going to be incredibly difficult. Epsilon, very experienced side. They know what they've got to do in these sort of situations. They've got to just take the time, make sure they keep that flag active, don't have to go for any returns themselves, play a bit of defense, and they'll be taking game number 1.
Yeah, buck 20 there. Unfortunate not to take down Snakey as the assault rifle comes in. Havoc, bit of teabagging going on there. He knows the game is lost.
He's grooving.
He's having a little dance off there. So good stuff there from Epsilon. Not quite a 3-0 though. So Excel certainly put up a fight, but Epsilon will take game number 1. That was 2-0 in favour of Epsilon.
Yeah, I think it was just the small situations in that Epsilon showed a little bit more class than the Excel side, just able to convert on their chances. It was like Excel created a few chances, a few opportunities, but just couldn't convert, get those last few kills, whereas every time Epsilon got in, they were efficient, and they got the caps. 2-0, fairly convincing.
33 kills for Snipe Drone. The closest to him was 23, so Snipe Drone out-fragging everyone that game, Mark.
Destroying everything.
So let's have a look at what is coming up in map number 2. As Epsilon take map 1 2-0, it's going to be Empire Team Slayer. And I tell you what, in the grand final last weekend, Mark, we saw Snipe Drone grab the sniper and just run away with it.
Yeah, he went off. He posted himself up at the blue base, and he was destroying everything. It was as simple as that. And if he can perform in that way, and his teammates can move around him, it's going to be difficult. But again, we didn't really see Snakey with the snipe in his hands in that last game. We didn't see much from Snakey. He's going to have to be the player to catch fire and get the kills. We saw Snipe Drone in the last game. Was it 33 kills?
Yes.
33 kills.
33 kills.
That's a huge amount of kills in a game, and Snakey's going to have to match him if Excel are going to have a chance to get back in this series.
All right, then. Game number 2, Empire Team Slayer. Excel find themselves 1-0 down. Let's jump on board with... Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with Godshot.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that call. So, the new man on the squad, him and Snakey, joining from previously named Barrage. Of course, they disbanded as of yesterday. Godshot's going to start the game off with a perfect, and he will secure the overshield as well. So good stuff there from Godshot. I tell you what, Mark, you must be psychic.
Well, it's the first thing I've got right this whole week, this whole event. So pretty pleased with that.
broken clock is right at least twice a day, Mark.
Indeed, and Buck20, oh my god, Buck20's just destroyed Godshot there. He was one-shot the whole time against the overshielded player, and Buck20 saying, I don't care, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to make you look silly on stream, and he did, and that is a huge play from Buck20 for the Epsilon side. Having lost that overshield, it didn't cost them. In fact, it didn't cost them anything.
Can I amend my previous statement? A broken clock is only right twice a day, not at least twice, because that's not how time works, Mark. Just letting everyone know, time doesn't work like that. But anyway, we're on board with Lenny right now. He'll be taken down by Snipe Drone. I think Snipe Drone actually picked up 2 kills there. 57, and his team currently up in the game as Jimbo will take down Godshot, but Havoc will take down Jimbo in return. Epsilon at the moment winning the trades, but again, it's Lunny with a perfect on a BR player. I think it would be unfair if we didn't swap over to Lunny, as he seems to be making waves in this tournament, Mark.
Yeah, really impressed with Lunny. I mean, what a place to make a statement. I mean, in these sort of qualifiers, when it really starts mattering what the results of your games are, if you're hitting perfects every time that you're in a battle, you're going to be a great asset to your team. But I think it's I think Snipe Drone was the one who had the shotgun in his back pocket, and I think he's on a little bit of a spree at the moment. We're going to stay on board with Havoc, see what he can do. He had a pretty decent game in the last time, but Jimbo is aware that he's around that corner. But Jimbo, I think we saw Jimbo and Havoc in an AR battle at the start of the last game, and Jimbo managed to come out on top of that one.
So 1-1 in the assault rifle battles between Jimbo and Havoc, as I'm seeing in the kill feed. Jimbo with a ground pound. Jimbo, keep up the good work, but please do it when we're on your screen. I want to see a ground pound, Mark. I will happily flip this desk over if I see it. I know I probably shouldn't do that. There's a lot of expensive equipment. Okay. Oh no, Snipe Drone. Did you just stick with a teammate there? I'm not entirely too sure what just happened, but he'll thrust towards Snakey, take that player down. Killing spree and a double kill now for Snipe Drone, as he's ripping this Excel team to shreds, Mark. 5 kills the lead. And
great use of the Spartan abilities, the thrust and the slide, everything that you could use there with that shotgun, the close range weapon. Using it again takes out Lunny, and if you're taking out Lunny today, you've got to be playing well, because the guy hasn't been missing. But shotgun control is so important on this map, as we've seen before and we've discussed. It's not even just a short-range weapon at the moment. It's short to mid-range. If you zoom in and you get a slide off, you can destroy your opponent. So control of that has been in the hands of Epsilon so far, and probably one of the main reasons why they have this lead.
We'll turn the player outlines on for a little while so you can see what exactly Godshot has to aim for. He's going to get in a pistol battle here with a couple of Epsilon players. Jimbo will come on top that time. Let's swap over to Godshot's teammate Havoc. They're currently down by 7, Mark, and at this point in time, the next cycle of overshield certainly comes into play. I think it's going to be Snakey, the man who's best placed to try and pick up the next overshield. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely vital that the Epsilon side sort of take the time here, take a little bit of time. Sorry, I lost my words there. I was
trying to see where Snakey was doing. Snakey was sort of sneaking around bottom mid, and I was trying to work out what he was doing. But Snakey here is going to be sort of patrolling around this overshield, looking to find Buck 57, finding both of the Buck brothers. Not a place you want to run into too often. And he's trying to stay alive now. Has the SMG in his pocket, manages to trade with 20. Pretty good play there from Snakey. He's going to be pleased, but they can't just keep trading. They need to try and establish a little bit of a comeback here and get a little run of kills going for themselves. So let's swap over to Snipe Drone, the top fragger from the last game. Have 33 kills, 10 more than the next nearest. And I tell you what, Epsilon at the moment, pretty much opening up a pretty good lead. 8 minutes left in the game. This overshield should be up pretty soon, Mark. Snipe Drone's got himself a shotgun. He knows what he likes. He's been corralling this shotgun for most of the game. It's contributed towards Epsilon's 8-kill lead. And Snipe Drone's patience with the shotgun is really something to learn from. I mean, he always makes sure that he's near a wall, he can run away, he's in close quarter battles, he's not going to run out into the middle of the map. And Jimbo has 10 assists already in this game. Jimbo has been shooting everything and everyone so far in this game. Out of 31 kills, Jimbo has contributed to 10 assists for his teammates as well as his own kills. And he's definitely playing well. He wasn't happy with his performance last weekend, even though Epsilon stormed the tournament. So he'll be pleased with his performance so far in this tournament. Still on the point of view of Snipe Drone, he's having to sit back and pop off a few shots here and there. Find a few of the XL players. In fact, you know what? Let's see what Snipe Drone sees. Player outlines, you go away now. Snipe Drone will see the pulse grenade come out from Snakey. Good friends are Snakey and Snipe Drone. Bit of mutual respect there from Snakey, I do believe, as he will not fancy his chances in that battle. Great shots there across the map there from Snipe Drone to help out Jimbo. Not once, but twice. So that's going to be Jimbo now eradicating the XL players from this red team base. And just like that, 12 kills now
the lead for Epsilon.
I've seen Jimbo rack up 4 kills in a row there. He must be almost on a killing spree if he is not already. And as I mentioned before, he wasn't happy with his performance last weekend, but if he keeps picking up kills in the way he is, then he's going to be pretty pleased with his performance so far. And Snipe Drone has that shotgun in his back pocket, but every time that it seems like an Epsilon player gets weak, one of the others swoops in and helps him out, and it's just fantastic teamwork. As we see, another weak player cleaned up by Snipe Drone. Great rotation, great teamwork here, and communication from the Epsilon side, and it really is setting them apart in this series.
Yeah, I think Snipe Drone here has the wall hacks. I did turn on player outlines for a moment there. He seemed to look straight at Snaky, so that's either great map awareness or this man is cheating. I want a referee around Snipe Drone's house right now, please. HCS, can we make that happen? Send a referee around to Snipe Drone's house. I know where he is, but he's run out of battle rifle ammo, Mark, and oh no, he has no bullets to work with. So unfortunate there for Snipe Drone, as Lunny's the man to pick up the new overshield. Only 10 kills down. Slayer, every kill absolutely matters as well as every death. So Lunny is happy to take down Jimbo. You need to start racking up some kills without dying here, Mark. That's going to be the key for Excel to close down this 10 kill.
Yeah, you're quite right. This overshield has got to pay off for the Excel side. As we see him, Lunny sort of take on Bug 20. Oh, Godshot came in and helped him out, and as we see, they're just starting to claw back a little bit here. I believe there's 8 kills now as we have a battle of the automatics as the Storm Rifle goes up against the SMG. The SMG comes out on top, and that was 3 dead for Epsilon. And definitely a comeback here on just 5 kills now, so it'll be interesting to see if they can continue and bring this game back.
Yeah, Excel.Halo have halved the lead, but just as I say that, Epsilon will make it 6 kills now, and only 6 kills away are Epsilon from closing out the game. Havoc will take down Snipe Drone in the kill feed, but ooh, Lunny steps on a landmine. Let's swap over to Godshot. I haven't seen too much of him from this game. 6 kills still the deficit, not over till it's over, Mark. This next cycle of weapons will probably come into play. Godshot here is trying to find a weak player. That's going to be Buck 20. Both players happy to not challenge him. Now this is the kind of scenario where the game just kind of slows down. Epsilon know they have 6 deaths to play with before the game pretty much ties up, Mark.
Yeah, and you're going to see both teams sort of take their time a little bit here. The Excel side, as you say, they know that they can't give away many kills there, but Snipe Drone picks up a kill in the kill feed, as we see Godshot sort of finding himself a little bit alone here. And that's 2 kills to Epsilon now, just 2 kills away from taking this second game of the series and going up 2-0. Just 1 kill now as Buck 20 takes down Havoc, finding himself on his own as the Epsilon players are charging in, as we can see on screen.
57.
And 57 takes it, and that's 50-42 to Epsilon. 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, I see 14 assists there from Snipe Drone. Great stuff from him. And only 8 deaths as well. So good stuff there from Epsilon. They go 2-0 up in the series. And we go into game number 3. If I remember correctly, Mark, it's going to be Breakout on Altitude.
You love Breakout.
Did I remember correctly?
I think it is. Correctly. So it's the first time we're going to see it on stream.
Absolutely, right. So with that being said, game number 3 will be Breakout Altitude. I'm very much looking forward to that. We saw Epsilon last weekend. They never dropped a Breakout map.
No, they didn't. They were.
But then again, they didn't really get to play it much because they stormed through pool play and they stormed through bracket play as well. So every Breakout they played, they won. They only dropped 1 map, was it, all weekend, last weekend? So
yeah, and when they played Infused, they smashed them on it.
Yeah.
They seemed like every single situation was engraved in their heads, how they had to play the map. So it's going to be difficult to come back from this for Excel, especially on this Breakout map. Obviously, with a new team, you wonder how much time they've had to go over strats on Breakout. It's quite a tactical game type. So Epsilon will be looking to close this out with a 3-0, you'd think. And it looks like your money is still in the right place, as always, at the moment. I'm getting a bit bored of it, Harry. I need to start getting things wrong.
I can't help being right all the time, Mark. Okay, it's just a thing. I'm just, I'm just that kind of guy. I'm just incredible.
I get it. I'm wrong.
Bad news bears, we have no spectate button, so you're going to hear us talk for a little while. I know you don't want to hear us do that. We're sorry, okay? It's not our fault, it's the players. Go around their houses and get them to start the game, okay? It's not our fault. But like I said, Breakout, Altitude, game number 3. First time we're seeing Breakout on stream all weekend. All day, excuse me. Not here for a weekend, Mark.
No, just today. Just today.
First time seeing Breakout. I personally am very much looking forward to it. If XL can take Breakout, maybe that's a doorway for them to get back into the series. They'll be 2-1 down. If they win the next game after that, it's very much doable.
It is doable. but I can't see it happening. I'm sorry, Excel. You've played fantastic. You've knocked Infused out. But the way that I've seen Epsilon play Breakout so far has been superior to any other EU team that I've seen. I mean, they smashed it, Infused, who were the second strongest team. But then again, Excel took out Infused. So it'll be interesting to see. I can't see Epsilon dropping it, though, especially with the experience they have in the game type. So I think we have the spectate button, and it's almost time to jump into the map.
Exactly. We're about a minute away while we wait for the theatre mode to catch up. Okay, so everyone just chill your beans. I know you're getting antsy there in the chat. I can see you. Well, I can't actually see you, but I know it's happening. Okay, so just calm down. We're about 30 seconds away, so just calm down. If Excel are to get back into this game, and I can answer this question for you, obviously they need to win Breakout, but how do they do it? And I'm going to say it's all about getting the opening pick.
Yeah, as we've seen on Breakout, the opening pick is so important. Every time we've seen a round, every time we've seen rounds at the last weekend of the first tournament, whoever got the first pick seems to take the round fairly convincingly every time.
Yep.
So they need to get the first pick. They need to make sure they get that first pick, and then they need to be aggressive. They can't sit back and wait. They can't wait for teams to level up the amount of players that are alive. They need to push in. They need to get the kills quickly. But the first pick is going to be so important for both teams on this map.
All right then, it's do or die time for Excel.Halo. They are 2-0 down in the series. It is going to be Breakout on Altitude. We're going to start things off with Cydro from Epsilon Esports. And he's going to be the BR player for Epsilon. Interesting to see Snipe Drone, the man picking up the BR for Epsilon. Hasn't quite been able to do that yet. Great pressure there from Excel. They clearly studied Epsilon. Jimbo's the man to dive first. Godshot with the opening pick. Good suppressive fire there from Snipe Drone. Currently a 3 versus 4 though in favour of Excel. I think Snipe Drone and team are aware of this, and you can see on the player outlines the Excel players are happy to push up. But I'm seeing Buck20 on a flank. Look at this. He could potentially pick off Havoc here. He does so. And now just like that, it's a 2 versus 1 in favour of Epsilon. Oh, Excel, how have you let that happen? Epsilon win the round 1-0.
What do we know, Harry? The first pick went in the way of Excel. We were totally wrong. It was Buck20 showing some cojones there and going on the flank and managing to pick up the kills. Great play from him. But Excel were going to be gutted because they got that first pick. That was so important, but they let it slip away.
One thing I do like about the Excel side, they're happy to put the pressure on Snipe Drone before he can get the VR, but oh, Lunny is not aware of this aggressive flank here from Jim Bossity, and Lunny's going to be taken down. The opening pick goes in favour of Epsilon, and check out the aggression straight away. Snaky will take down Jimbo, but Buck20 with a double will make it a 2 versus 2 now. We'll take down Havoc, and that is a triple kill there for Buck20, but now it's 57 and Godshot in a 1 versus 1. Very nervy time. Still a lot of time left in the round. As Godshot versus 57 will be an intriguing affair. 57 playing a lot more aggressive than his opponent. Godshot here happy to sit back and try and win the long-range duel. 1 minute left in the round.
1 minute left.
Godshot surely must have seen 57 there. Bits of mind games going on here, Mark. As Godshot and 57 up against each other. Great use of the lift there from 57, and now check it out. He's playing aggressive against Godshot. Godshot, oh no, 57 there actually picked up the BR, took down Godshot, perfectly played. That's going to be 2-0 in favour of Epsilon.
Round is all about the Buck brothers. We saw Buck20 pick up the triple kill at the start, and then it was left down to his brother Will to take down Godshot for the 2-0 lead. Great shots and fantastic map movement from 57. Great aggression, using the lifts, hitting the shots. 2-0 to Epsilon.
57 clutching up, and to commemorate that, I think we're going to stay on board with him. 3 versus 4, he finds himself in those. Jimbo tried getting aggressive, but Excel were aware of that, and now it's Snaky being aggressive, and now all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2, 57. And I believe Snipe Drone, the last 2 alive here for Epsilon. 57 happy to get out of dodge. He'll go... Oh, no, he won't. I thought he might try and flank there, but check out how aggressive Snipe Drone was being, but now it is Lunny and Godshot against 57. 57 will make it a 1 versus 1. Surely not another 1 versus 1 clutch here for 57. He does have the BR, has Lunny to find. No grenades left here for 57. Good shots though. 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
57 clutched up the last round, has Lunny to find. He did not see him out of the corner of his screen though. 57 can't make it 2 rounds in a row. and Excel are on the board.
Great play from Lunny. I mean, he's a new player on this squad. He's shown that he has no fear who he's playing. That's Buck 57. He would have watched him all through his Halo career doing these things at tournaments, but he shows that with great map movement and the SMG, he was aware of the weapons that he had. He managed to take him out, and that is a great round for Excel, and they'll have to build on that if they want to get back into this series.
All right then, 2-1 in favour of Epsilon so far in this game. As Godshot will open up the round there for Excel, and now surely the team aggression, will come for Excel. No, they're happy to play a little bit more patient, and Epsilon are grouping up. I think this is the right thing to do for them, as they have 4 Excel players to find. And don't forget, Excel need to deliver that flag to the Epsilon base. Lunny will take down 20, but Snipe Drone will take down Havoc. On your screen, Godshot will take down 57. That leaves Snipe Drone, though, in a 1 versus 1. He's already got a double. Ooh. And oh my word, the overkill extinction there from Snipe Drone to win the round. Oh my word. Where did that come from?
Imagine being on Excel right now. They're like, oh, so this is cool. You know, we're all good. You know, it's 3v1. You know, and all right, okay.
Oh.
Snipe Drone has just absolutely destroyed our squad, and Snipe Drone has just destroyed him. I can't believe we just seen that.
I'm flabbergasted. What? How do you let that happen? Snipe Drone at the moment is the man. I need to swap over to him. He just overkilled to win the round for Epsilon. What have I just seen? Will assist Jimbo in taking down Godshot. Now a 3 versus 2 in favour of Epsilon. As the game slows down only slightly. Snipe Drone here being very aggressive. Will find Havoc unawares. Can't quite clean him up just yet though. He's happy to pursue this kill, and that will make it a 3 versus 1. Jimbo has the flag. 57 is already on the XL side, and Snaky in an unwinnable position. As now we have match point here for Epsilon.
I feel like Excel have just gone flat after that overkill. I mean, it shouldn't have happened in the last round, and from there, they just seemed like they weren't communicating, they weren't really shooting together, and Epsilon just took advantage of it, and I think you'll see Epsilon just put the boot in here on this Excel's team. They're going to be, I can't believe what we saw from Snipe Drone still. It's still trying to sort of sink in with me. But Epsilon, great plays, doing what they have to do. We're going to hope that Excel sort of come back into this, but they've lost the first kill here, and it's not looking good for them, Harry.
Well, it's 2 versus 4. Make that a 1 versus 4. It is now Havoc versus 4 Epsilon players. He'll take down 57, but that is going to be the game and this series for Epsilon Esports. They win Breakout 5-1 and also win the series against Excel 3-0.
Overkill extinction.
I just can't believe it.
Overkill extinction.
Just can't believe it.
Snipe Drone, you're a beast. It's as simple as that.
He finished in 6 rounds of Breakout, 9 kills and 7 assists. That is insane. Plus the overkill to win the round, Mark. It was like a
3v1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 3v1.
It's pretty much 4 versus 1 at one point.
As long as Snipe Drone has the BR in his hands, he's just happy to do work.
He just walked away. He was like, I mean, 9 and 7 in Breakout is unbelievable. He's shooting everything.
So far here at the Gfinity UK qualifiers, we've seen a goose and an overkill in Breakout.
I mean, we were bringing you exactly what you want to see here. I mean, what else could you want?
What else you want, chat? Okay, I can't please you anymore.
That's the first time I've seen a proper extinction live.
Yeah, same.
That is unbelievable.
That is insane.
Fair play to Snipe Drone. Thank you for bringing it to us, and nice switching just at the end.
I know, right? I try. So as you see there, Epsilon.Halo take the series. They will move on to the grand finals. Good stuff from them. They certainly seem to be carrying on from last weekend's performance, Mark.
They do indeed. They've looked really strong in that series. I thought they might have a few problems with Excel. You know, Excel took down Infused in the previous round. But Epsilon just showing their class. It really is just a case of the class and the experience. And I think it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to this, because Epsilon have been a team for a long time. They haven't made any big team changes like some of the other teams we've seen. And it shows that they've got that chemistry. And hopefully, I would hope to see a few more EU teams sort of sticking together and working through a few of the problems that they have. Yeah. Because Epsilon is showing the way to do it at the moment.
Naming no names.
Naming a lot of names.
Infused, Barrage. Who else? There's other teams.
Viperio was an accident.
Viperio wasn't really, it couldn't be helped. Infused, Barrage. We're looking at you. But unlucky there for Excel. They will go out in the semi-finals, but Epsilon will go on. I'm willing to bet Vibe have made it to the finals.
Looks like I'm taking Epsilon then, doesn't it?
It looks like. I mean, I've been, right.
I mean,
so
it all
far.
comes down. This is like when you used to play football as a friend.
Yep.
I mean, if I lose, I'm taking my ball home and nobody's playing.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's going to be like.
So, yeah. And hopefully I win because I am a really good loser.
I'm
such a grateful loser.
I just want to say I've called Vibe to win the whole thing.
Okay, we've just heard that the second semi-final is on map 3 now, so we're not sure how that's turning out. We're going to go for a quick break, though.
Tasty.
And we will be back shortly.
I'll tell you what, thanks to Halo 5 Guardian's fantastic spectator mode, you can watch that game live. If you just turn on your Xbox, spectate one of the players, you can see how it goes down. We will see you in 10 minutes. Do not go anywhere.